Which teams are underseeded in this year's NCAA tournament, meaning the resume does not reveal how much potential they really have? Gonzaga as an 8 seed may be the most egregious example, but there's a case to be made. BYU is underseeded. They're a 6 seed, but Power Rank's ELO rankings, which are the primary rankings used for predictions for members of the Power Rank, has the Cougars 15th overall in America. Why are they ranked so highly, and is there a path for them to the Final Four? Welcome to our Bracket Wisdom series on the Football Analytics Show podcast. I'm Egros on assignment for the Power Rank. BYU may be forgettable after losing by 20 to Houston in the Big 12 tournament, but before that, the Cougars were on a 9-game winning streak, featuring quad 1 wins over Iowa State and Arizona. Of all tournament teams, BYU has the third highest three-point shooting rate at 48.3%. Their veteran guards lead the way in this department. Richie Saunders and Trevin Knell are both shooting 43% from beyond the arc. Most of their baskets are assisted, so catch-and-shoot threes and corner triples are prevalent. But even on misses, Keba Keita boasts one of the higher offensive rebounding rates in the country. As a team, their 1.2 points per possession ranks in the top 20, and their pick and rolls are successful. And these first 2 rounds will be played in Denver, a much shorter trip for the Cougs compared with other foes, and you would expect BYU to be better able to handle the elevation, unlike other teams hailing from sea level. Now, even forgetting the location of the games for a bit, this style and these impressive offensive numbers are no different than what we saw last season. It ended with an upset loss to Duquesne. Even if this season is different and the Cougars knock off another squad that loves hoisting threes in VCU, there are other causes for concern in the East region. Let's assume there are no upsets in the bottom half of the East region. It would mean BYU's next opponent is Wisconsin, coming in 14th per the Power Rank, just 1 spot better than the Cougars. The Badgers' challenges include almost never turning the ball over, often ending a possession with a 3-point attempt. They draw a lot of contact and, if they get to the line, sink their free throws at the highest rate in college basketball. The Badger who stood out the most in the Big Ten tournament was 6th-year senior John Tonje, a 6'5 winger who can score from all parts of the floor to the tune of more than 19 points a contest. Then, if BYU gets past Wisconsin, they will lose that elevation and location advantage and likely get Alabama. Maybe they're not as dangerous as last year, but they do play with the fastest tempo in the country, which does make them more upset-proof because, even with an off shooting night, they can still manufacture enough possessions to keep the score high enough to win. Mark Sears, LeBaron Philon, Grant Nelson and company should be unflappable. Bama has sputtered near the end of the season, including double-digit defeats to Missouri and Florida in the last month. So if you believe in recency bias, BYU will have the advantage. Finally, if BYU is still alive, then they'd face Duke, the most talented team in the tournament, even if Cooper Flagg isn't 100%. The tournament committee did not do BYU any favors. Each team in its path is formidable. They also can get sloppy with the basketball at times and can have trouble putting away inferior competition because they will allow a handful of open looks. It's also best not to go overboard with upsets when filling out your bracket. Still, BYU's offense should scare anyone, and it's consistent enough to expect a Sweet 16 appearance. Thank you for listening to this episode of Bracket Wisdom on the Football Analytics Show podcast. I'm Egros. The Power Ranks March Madness cheat sheet makes it drop-dead easy to fill out your bracket. These predictions are based on analytics that have predicted the game winner in 70% of tournament games since 2002. To get this cheat sheet, sign up for the free email newsletter at thepowerrank.com. That is Dr. Ed Feng's site for better March Madness predictions through analytics. Once again, that's thepowerrank.com. Members of the Power Rank get access to full bracket advice for how to win your pool. This includes the Power Rank's very best analytics, strategy, and insights into basketball. Members also get access to member predictions for each game and college basketball player props during the tournament. To learn more, go to thepowerrank.net. This is a URL that will take you to a page on the site dedicated to becoming a member of the Power Rank. Once again, that's thepowerrank.net. Thanks again for listening, and take care.